like I'm posted on the shelf.
Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. Today I am making some Spanish rice, and the way I make it, it comes out so good. I love it and it's perfect every time. So I'm just taking this big frying pan that has a lid, and I'm going to cover it with enough oil just to cover the bottom there. And after you fill it with oil, I'm going to make a 1.5 cups of rice. So I did wash it, and I took as much water as I could off of it, but it was still a little wet. You're going to just dump that into your oil, but be very careful because the oil is hot and there's water on the rice. Don't burn yourself. It's going to steam up and stuff. I cooked it on high, but that's because I always just cook it on high. If you want, it's probably a little safer to cook it like medium or medium-high temperature. And because it's wet, it does clump up a little, so you see me just breaking it up over and over again, tossing and turning it over and over again. We're just toasting it so it gets like a little golden brown. Once you see some pieces are getting a little darker in color, that's when you know it's ready, and we're gonna pour in some tomato sauce. But yeah, just watch it, make sure that the rice doesn't burn. It does burn quite quickly. My mom made this every day growing up and she burned it half the time, but it was so good. But yeah, so once it's all toasted up, you're gonna put in 4 ounces of tomato sauce. I just took an 8-ounce tomato sauce can. I dumped half of it in there. And then I am putting 3 cups of water, so it is a 1-to-2 ratio. So if you do 1 cup, you do 2 cups of water. If you do 2 cups, you do 4 cups of water. That's how I do it. And so I put in 3 little boiling onions. If you don't have boiling onions, just cut one in half and peel it, and don't take the little fuzzy part off because it holds it together. And I added 1 tablespoon of chicken bouillon. It's consomme de pollo. I think that's what it's called in English. It's chicken bouillon. And then I added 1 tablespoon of salt and 1 tablespoon of garlic. I stirred that all up. I covered it, and you turn it all the way to low, the lowest setting it can go. And you just leave it there for exactly 18 minutes, and it comes out perfect every time. So here you go. After 18 minutes, I'm just going to uncover it, and you see it looks perfect. I honestly didn't want to touch it because it looked so good. And so once it cooled off a little bit, I just gave it a quick little stir, and I threw out those little onions, those little boiling onions. I just threw them away. And then I did put it into a plastic container, like a little Tupperware. You can ignore my dog. She just came into my shop looking for scraps. She probably smelled my food. That's Wendy. But yeah, I just put it into a plastic container. Just make sure you wait for it to fully cool before you cover it and put it in the fridge. So I just left it on my counter for a while, and this is how it came out. It was so good, really fluffy, full of flavor. I know there's a lot of salt in there, but trust me, it's good. So yeah, this pairs perfectly with my taquitos. If you want to check that video out, it should pop up on the screen. But I hope you guys like, comment, subscribe, try this out, and turn your notifications on.